Today is a big day for Shiba Inu. Many years of waiting. Now we have one last proof. The developers just said something very important. The crypto market has now reached a phase called a parabolic. A lot of analysts sound the alarm. The circle has gotten even stranger than we thought it would. But what is really going on? Also, why am I so excited? Okay, let me explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Shiba Inu is once again in the news because its price went up yesterday, making people all over the community very excited. Everyone is filled with hope and feels like things are finally going their way again. But just when things were getting better, a huge wave of drama hit the space and spread like wildfire. People are on edge because of this sudden rough weather. They are wondering if it will stop the development they've been hoping for. Things are still exciting. You should be careful though. A lot of people feel like they're at a very important point. This could be a time of hope, but one mistake could ruin it. People in the neighborhood are working together to deal with the problem before it gets out of hand. This changing point seems very important. Not just for Shiba Inu's path, but for everyone's trust and energy as well. What's going on then? We all know that Shiba Inu burns are very important to the project. Shiba Inu's future strategy has always been built around this. Do you remember the patch that made Shibarium burns automatically that came out last winter? In August 2024, it finally went online. They also said they would burn a huge number of Shiba Inu coins. People in the neighborhood were so excited and hopeful after hearing that statement. Something weird did happen though as time went on. Fans of Shiba Inu quit hearing about burns altogether. There will be no tweets, reports, or statements. There has been radio quiet, and that's where things got really crazy. A lot of people are wondering if they are really burning Shiba, or are they telling us lies? To be honest, these are pretty good questions. It's not just doubt for no reason. Remember, December of last year. It was common for the team to burn hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Shiba Inu and talk about it all the time. It gave the town a lot of energy and joy. Why can't they do it now if they could do it back then? People in the neighborhood are still trying to figure out what's going on. Not being able to see what's truly going on behind the curtain makes everyone feel uncomfortable with the silence. Notably, the situation really picked up when some people in the community began to doubt the Shiba torch burn link, which opened in August 2024. As worries grew, we finally heard back from the developers recently. The trouble started when Emrys, a well-known Shiba Inu owner, asked questions about X. He said that there hadn't been any news about the auto-burn function since it was first offered in January 2023. His questions were directly aimed at Shitoshi Kusama, who is the lead creator of Shiba Inu. Kusama gave a short answer that wasn't very satisfactory. Emrys said that the ecosystem leaders were lying to the community about their strategies in response to this, which made things worse. Things heated up quickly, and it was clear that people were angry in the neighborhood. Daria then came in and calmed things down. He said that the Shiba torch site has been fully operational for months and that hundreds of millions of Shiba Inu coins have been burned so far. Recently, Diarrhea talked about burning over 80 million Shiba Inu and drew attention to the cool video that plays at the conclusion of each burn to show that everything is still going as planned. Some people were glad to hear that the burns were happening, but others couldn't help but notice that they weren't as bad as they thought they would be. That brings up another point. Shibarium's activity did drop a lot for a while, which could be why the amounts burned were lower. Now though, the network appears to be back to normal. Every day, millions of deals happen, just like it did when it was busy. The burns should get a lot worse soon if that behavior keeps getting worse. People should keep an eye on this because if things start to happen again, those burn amounts could finally get to the serious levels that people have been hoping for. Right now, the smartest thing to do is to wait and see what happens. Daria's answer helped clear up some things, but it also made people wonder more about how the burn method works. He brought up the idea of affordable Shibarium burns, which made someone in the community make an interesting point. They said that since Shiba Inu was created on Ethereum, the tokens would have to be sent to a dead pockets on the Ethereum network for burns to really lower the number of tokens in circulation. This brought up an important question. How can the burn link in Shibarium do this better? Really, it's an interesting question. How can the crew improve Shibarium's environment if Ethereum is needed for the burns? A puzzle that made a lot of people in the community think about possible answers and ways to make the process better so it fits with the project's goals. Teria did give some useful information. She said that burns are still happening on Ethereum, but the team is working hard to find better ways to do things. He said that the Shiba torch station will be getting repair soon, and that during that time a better way to light the torch will be added. It gets even more exciting now. Daria gave hints that they might add CCIP, or cross-chain interoperability protocol, to make the system work better and more smoothly. This could be the big step forward that everyone has been waiting for. It could solve a big problem if CCIP lets Shibarium process Shiba Inu burns better without having to rely so much on Ethereum. But for now, we just have to wait and see how these ideas work out. We will have to wait and see if this is the answer that takes Shiba Inu burns to the next stage. But there is something important to note. Some individuals might have thought that the development team was just sitting around doing nothing. For example, they acted quickly today by making the Shibarium bridge safer in an emergency. One of the best producers in the Shiba Inu environment, Calderia, shared the news and reported that the bridge is now fully functional again after some important repairs. This proves that the team is still working hard behind the scenes, even though it seems quiet in some places like burns, doing important work to keep the environment safe and running. It's a sign that work is still being made to improve Shiba Inu's base, even if news isn't always shared. And this couldn't come at a better time. Bitcoin is now truly in its steep rising phase, and the whole crypto space is going crazy. It's more exciting than ever, and everyone is waiting for the next big break. Shiba Inu is no different. A well-known market watcher just said that a huge price increase might be coming. A renowned Shiba Inu fan, Shiba Knight, said in a recent study that the coin has been holding steady at higher levels for a while now. Avalanche, Tonecoin, and Stellar have all gained value faster than Shiba Inu because of this. However, the gathering phase may have set the scene for something big. Shiba Knight says that this kind of steady growth often leads to rapid growth. He thinks that Shiba Inu could soon break out of this stabilization phase and reach growth rates of almost 50%. He said that prices might take off after the rise and reach heights not seen in many years. Nebraskan Gunnar, another expert, also spoke out. He shared a picture that shows Shiba Inu is about to break out of its present symmetrical price pattern. He said that the token's price is about to leave its normal range, which could take it to greater levels, but he didn't say how high. It's clear that things are picking up speed and that people are excited. This is turning out to be a really crazy time. The crypto market is entering a rising phase, and Shiba Inu is getting ready for a big breakout. If the development team can quickly fix the burn process and get it back to the size we saw before, Shiba Inu could be in for something really historic. Things are coming together perfectly for what could be an amazing part of Shiba Inu's trip. But what do you think about this? Leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.